So the 17-year-old inmate comes in, and Tony the Predator got his eyes on him immediately. Immediately, he walk up to the kid. He's like, how old are you? The kid tell him 17. He tell him his name. He's like, let me show you to your cell. Tony goes and shows him to his cell. And immediately, we knew what was going on there. We knew what was going down. The kid was green. He ain't know nothing. So a couple of me and my inmates, we kept our eye on that. I told a couple of them, it was like me and like 6 inmates. We kept our eye on him. We used to make sure that, because we don't like seeing that, bro. Come on, bro. Especially you gonna take advantage of one of these big dudes out here. Don't do that to this little kid that don't know nothing. So we all kept our minds on that. We said, all right, they in there. Let's make sure they not back there for too long. Sure enough, 5 minutes turned to 10 minutes, turned to 15 minutes, and he's still in the cell. So we're like, yo, bro, come on. We got to go in there. Let's go check on the cell. So we go in the cell. We go, ta, 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 ta. And it's the kid cell, Alex, the 17-year-old inmate cell. But Tony says, who is it? So I'm like, Drifty, it's Drifty. Open the door, man. Open the door. I'm here. I got something for Alex. Open the door. He like, Alex busy right now. So we all trying to get in the door. We all 6 of us trying to break in the door. We break into the door. This man got a KNIFE to Alex's neck. And Alex's pants is halfway down. And he got a KNIF to his neck. And we go in there. We grab Tony. We're like, Tony, get off him. And we washing him. We all hitting Tony. We get the KNIFE out Tony's hand. We beating Tony. We get Tony to the floor. We tell Alex, get out the cell. Get out the cell. Alex run out the cell. We pounded Tony. We stomping on Tony because we tired of this. Tony did this. He took advantage of so many inmates. And we finally was like, yo, he got to get out of here, bro. He got to get out of here. Because in jail, you're supposed to mind your business. But if it ain't about you, you don't see it. But, bro, it's to a certain point where we not letting it rock. We not letting it rock. So we stomping Tony out. We stomping Tony out. The guards come in and they beat all of us down. They get all of us to the floor. We all go to the hole. We all get out the hole eventually. And everybody's there except for Alex and Tony. They took them out. They transferred them. And yeah, so Alex, I haven't seen you or heard from you since. But if you see this, if you're on YouTube and you come across this story, bro, get in contact with me, man. Get in contact with me. I just want to make sure you're good, bro. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast, and I'm back with another video for y'all. First of all, I want to thank everybody for hitting that like button. Everybody that leave a comment, I do comment back. We can have a whole conversation in my comment box. And everybody that hit that subscribe button. Y'all be forgetting because y'all be getting caught up in my stories, but do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. You can do it now. Hit that subscribe button for your boy, you heard? Today's story, bro, I'm going to tell y'all about a gruesome story, and I hope YouTube don't kick me, but I'm telling it for y'all because I know y'all going to. This is what y'all rock with. Y'all rock with the violent joints. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I tell a story about when I was in the county, y'all ask me, tell me a violent one, tell me a violent one. I got you. This is a violent one. This is, all right? So this dude got 300 stitches because of this event that I'm about to tell y'all about. 300 stitches. It was like 304, but it was 300, all right? So listen, it's a regular day in the county. It's people, you know, inmates is filthy, they starving. Some inmates is getting money and they doing their thing, but the majority of the inmates in there, they're starving, they stink. Like, it's just, they trying to do anything for $1 out there. And one of the main things that people do is steal your food. They'll steal the food. So they'll eat their tray, and then they'll go and get another tray, and there's only a certain amount of trays. So since there's only a certain amount of trays, if they eat 2, chances are somebody's going to go hungry. Somebody's not going to eat unless they make extras. But most of the time, they don't be extras. So everybody got to get one tray only. You heard? So, and the food is nasty. You feel me? Like, nobody should be getting hurt over no food in jail because the food is not even, I don't even know if you could call it food. Like, it's disgusting. Like, it's really disgusting, y'all. Besides the little sandwiches that they give you with 19 slices of cheese, and a packet of mint is disgusting, bro. Everything in there is disgusting. So, like, people dying over the food in there is crazy, but it's not crazy. It's more of the principle. But they do die over the food. I ain't gonna cap you. But, yeah, so, regular day. We at chow. We all eat. We going to chow. We all eating. And sure enough, somebody double up. Dude doubled up. Name was Bruce. Bruce, he was like a fiend, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He was filthy. He was only like 15 years older than me probably, but he was just filthy. Like, bro, we got showers everywhere, bro. Just filthy. He just a filthy dude. And he's always up to something. So he doubled up that day. He was in the front of the line, ate, and then he went like to the middle of the line, and he doubled up. A few people noticed, you know what I'm saying? There's always somebody like me that's just aware of everything, man. I'm always aware of everything. I got to be aware of my surroundings. I'm still like that now to this day. I go out, my wife be like, damn, your head is on a swivel. It is on a swivel because I got to be aware of everything. But there's an exit sign over there, exit sign over there. All right, well, I'm just like that. I don't know why I'm just vibe like that. But yeah, so I noticed, I'm like, yo, I had my homie like, yo, look, he just doubled up. He trying to double up. And it worked. He doubled up. Until dude named Homie came. Homie was at the line. He was at the end of the line. And he got up to he was the last one at the line to get the tray. And it was like, they was putting the thing down. They was putting the slot down. He like, oh, hold on. I ain't get my food. And they was like, well, we had this many things and there's this many inmates. So speak among your, and that's a setup right there. They could have just gave him a bag lunch, gave him something, put something together for him. But so I ain't gonna lie, some of the personnel be wanting to see it, some violence. They be wanting to see it get smoky. You feel me? They be wanting to see that. So they was like, well, you speak to your fellow inmates. Somebody doubled up and somebody took your tray. Speak to them and you figure it out. He was like, nah, that's a book. And they slammed it on him. So he go to every table to table, seeing how many trays on every table, how many trays on the table. Do somebody got a double up tray? Do somebody's tray got 2 trays? And he's looking, go to table, nobody sees. And then he looked at Bruce, and he saw Bruce's table. And he saw Bruce had 2 trays. Y'all know what happened next. I ain't even got to say it. He looked at Bruce, he said, Bruce, you got 2 trays. And before Bruce even got to say, yeah, I got 2 trays, or no, I didn't get 2 trays. Ming, mang, ming, mang, ming, mang. They're like, oh, so now everybody's standing up. Boom, dang, 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 dang. He's on top of him like, you gonna eat 2 trays, you dirty snake. And he's, bang, bang, bang. He's like, oh. And then he just all of a sudden, like, I told you, stop. And then we just like, oh, what was that? He's like, I'm like, what the? And y'all know what that is if you're from New York. But if you're not from New York, let me let you know. What he did was he had a blade in his mouth while he was punching him. Bing, 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 bang, bing. He said, bing. Took it out of his mouth and just started. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the word, but he started. Face. Whoa. At that point, everybody that was cheering the fight on, from this, it went from oh to oh. It was a gory, to say the least. It was what you think it is in your head. That's what it was. And the CO, it went on for like 43 seconds, but it felt like 10 minutes. And the COs finally came in there, and they called the alarm, and the turtles came in there with the shields. And when they come in there, you got to hit the floor immediately. Everybody, if you don't hit the floor, you're getting beat up bad, like a brutal beating. So as soon as we seen them, we all hit the floor. Homie, he hit the floor, dropped the thing, and they beat him to shreds, put him up, put him in the thing. I never seen him again after they took him. And Bruce, when I looked at Bruce, because I heard it was too many reactions, of nasty reactions, like oh. So I didn't even want to look, but you know, curiosity got the best of me, and I glanced over at Bruce, and Bruce's tongue was out right here, hanging right here. His tongue was hanging from here, and he was just laying there, just out, but alive, but like eyes, like he's there in his body, but not there. And it was just gruesome, and all over a tray. Don't mind you, that day I think was Burger Day, and you know what I'm saying, that's one of the best meals. But all that over a burger. It wasn't no Omaha steak burger. It wasn't no Burger King burger. It wasn't like no fire burger. Like it was not penitentiary. It was a county burger. You're gonna have a permanent scars on both sides of your face if they could fix your mouth situation, and all that over a burger. Because you was greedy and you stole somebody's food. So, I mean, I just had to give y'all that story because I know that's what y'all be asking me for. Y'all Y'all see, I'll be reading the comments and be like, yo, tell me about what's the violent stories, man? This is about you, when the time you had, when you caught the female CEO. We don't want to hear about you catching the female CEO. We want to hear the violent stuff. So I got you. I got one for tomorrow too. Stay tuned for the story I got for you tomorrow. Cause that one I'm gonna get a little more in depth with, cause it was like a riot. You feel me? So it was a multiple violent events. But yo, you already know, it's your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast, and I'm gonna catch you on the next Drift. Everybody, this is Catch My Drift Podcast. This is Drifty. I'm back with another story for y'all. I appreciate everybody that subscribed, everybody that leaves a like, everybody that leaves a comment. I love y'all, man, for real. My small community on YouTube that I'm building up. So I'm building up. We're about to be bigger than anything, man. I love y'all for rocking with me. I know y'all rocking with my stories, and I'm rocking with y'all, man. I appreciate every comment. I respond to all y'all comments. I like all y'all comments, man. I appreciate y'all reaching back to me, because this is what I do it for. I do it for y'all, man. For y'all entertainment only, you heard? So let's keep building me up, and I'm going to keep these stories coming. So today's story, man, I'm talking about the time when I was in the Central Bookings, man. I know y'all be in my comments like, man, this dude, he never went to prison. He always talking about the Central Bookings. You right. I never made it to the prison, really. But I be in the bookings a lot, man. Well, not no more. Not no more. These are all old stories that I'm telling y'all, too. I'm telling y'all old stories about what happened on my come up from New York City. You heard? So, yeah, I was in the bookings a lot, man. So today, I'm telling y'all about the time where I was in the bookings, and I just so happened to have a bunch of quarters on me. Now, if you was in the Central Bookings, you know that at the time, you needed quarters for the phone. They didn't have the free phones back then. So, I was in the bookings, and I had a bunch of quarters on me. And when I got locked, I had names, I had numbers that I remembered. So, I was on the phone. A lot of people that was in there, you know, it was stinking there. Oh, it was crowded. It was disgusting in there. But, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as packed as last time I was in there. So, I had a little section I was sitting in. I was good. I had my section right by the phone. I had the quarters, and it was a bunch of homeless and stink people, you know what I'm saying? I got nothing against the homeless, you know what I'm saying? I pray for the homeless, but yeah, it was a lot of them stinking, peeing on themselves around me. It was still stinking dirty in there, but I had my little section cut out, and I was in there using the phone. So, you know, Central Booking, it's like a wave of 60 people coming in and out every hour. So it started building up. It started getting packed. And this one dude that came in and he was asking everybody for quarters. Now, if you know, quarters is the most valuable thing in Central Bookings, because you don't know if you're going to go right home from seeing a judge. You don't know if you're going to go to prison where you might need those quarters, really need those quarters. So you don't really want to give your quarters away. So this one dude was asking everybody for quarters, asking everybody. He was getting a quarter here and there for everybody, but he's asking everybody. So he get to me, and he's like, yo, you got any quarters, man? I need some quarters. I ain't got no quarters, man. I got nothing for you. I don't got no quarters. Nah, I don't got no quarters, nope. So he's like, all right. He kept going. He kept pushing, kept it pushing. So I start using the phone again. I'm like, all right, I got to use this phone. So I put a quarter in, and I use the phone. I'm talking. The phone call, and right when you know, they say, your call is about to end. I put another quarter in. So I got another quarter. So as I'm going in my pocket to pull my quarter, you hear that sound. So he like, you still got to glance. You in Central Booking, so you're not really just looking at the phone. You like glancing at everybody else, because you still got to be on point. Well, I still was on point. So I'm looking at everybody else. I put my quarters in. Phone call about to end. I put another quarter in. So that's 3 quarters. Dude is just looking at me, talking under his breath like, MS is saying they ain't got nothing, and MS is lying. MS be lying, man. See, that's why I don't mess with MS. Because MS be lying, saying they ain't got no quarters, and MS got a pocket full of quarters. Now, if I go up to MS and go in MS pockets, I'm going to be wrong, right? So I'm hearing all this under his breath. He's saying under his breath, but I'm hearing it. And I'm just on the phone. I'm on the phone. And my phone call about to end, and I don't put no more quarters. I'm like, all right, I'm going to talk to you later. So I hang up the phone. So I sit down. So I was young at that time, too. So I sit down. So I'm sitting down directly across from him. But I'm like, you know, I don't want no drama. So I'm just like looking up, looking around. But every now and then I cross and I see him staring dead at me. So I'm looking around. He's still asking people for quarters. So I'm looking around. It's like he was waiting for me to lock eyes. So I finally look, and I'm like, he's like, yo, you ain't got no quarters, man? I just saw you use 3 quarters. You ain't got no quarters to spare? So I'm like, bro, I already told you I ain't got no quarters, bro. I don't got no quarters. I don't got nothing for nobody. I don't got no quarters. No, I don't have no quarters for nobody. He's like, damn, bro, you can't just spare a couple quarters, bro. I'm trying to make calls like you. You was on the phone all day. I'm trying to make some calls like you. I'm like, listen, bro, I didn't plan to have quarters. I didn't plan to come here today, but I got quarters and I'm here. So I'm going to keep my quarters to myself, and you keep asking people for quarters like you've been asking. I'm telling you, I don't have nothing for you. So he mumbling under his breath, and I could tell it's getting, the animosity is getting thick in the room. Pause. So I'm like, man, something about to happen. So I needed to use the phone again. So 5 minutes went by, 10 minutes went by. He's still mumbling under his breath. I get up, I go in my pocket, and I go and use the phone again. And as I'm using the phone, and they saying, and I'm using the phone, I'm talking for a couple minutes, they say, your phone call is about to hang up. The COs come to the door, and they're like, they calling a bunch of names to go see the judge, and my name was in that batch. So I ain't need to use the phone no more. And I hung up the phone, and I was walking out to see the judge. And right before I walked out, he's like, yo, let me get those quarters. Yo, let me get those quarters. And I threw him a few quarters. I ain't gonna lie. I threw him a few quarters because I was going home at that point. I knew I was going home. But yeah, catch my drift, y'all. That's my story for y'all. Rock with me, man. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every subscription. I appreciate the likes, comments, all of that. I love y'all, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast, and I'm back with another video for y'all. I appreciate everybody that subscribes, everybody that leaves a like, a comment. Man, it goes a long way. I appreciate y'all, man. And I'm gonna keep coming with this fire content, these fire stories, as long as y'all keep coming to watch them, man. That's a fact. So today's story, I'm gonna tell you about how sometimes it's better to be alone in the county jail than to have friends in the county jail. You feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all why. So I was in the county. I had to do 90 days. You feel me? So I was in the county 90 days. My first month was a breeze. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was going to get my commissary. I was doing my push-ups. I was on the phone. I wasn't talking to nobody. No inmates or nothing. I was staying to myself. I wasn't getting no problems, no drama. This is gonna be a breeze, 90-day breeze. You feel me? As breezeful as it gets. You know what I'm saying? Because it is jail, and that's an awful place to be. So 30 days into my bid, a bus load comes, a bus full of people come, and I know 2 of them from my neighborhood. So you feel me? It was refreshing. I ain't gonna lie. It was refreshing to be able to talk to somebody and see what's going on in my neighborhood, any current events. Because they was just out there, you feel me? So we talking, we chopping it up. They telling me all the news, all the drama that's happening, all the beef, pause, no diddy. And so it's commissary day comes, Thursday. So we all go in there, we all get commissary, we all come out with big bags, big commissary bags. So I'm like, all right, we all good. So about 3 days passes, and one of my homies asked me for a soup. Now, listen, y'all. The kind of bag we had, 3 days, I don't care if you eat. You can eat as much as you want. You ain't running out of everything in 3 days. So there was some funny business going on over there. I'm like, how is he asking me for something? We just got it the same day, and he ran out already. So I ain't care. I gave him the soup, because I know if I ever ran out of anything and I asked him, he'll do the same. So I gave him the soup. So a couple days go by, and I see him. I ain't see him in a couple days. I see my other homie, but I ain't see this homie. We're gonna call him Jay. I ain't see Jay in a minute. You feel me? So I see Jay from deep. So I'm like, yo, Jay. He kind of looked back, like, from the side, like, I only see half the side of his face. And he like, 1 minute. So I'm like, yeah. I told my homie, like, I'm gonna just call him P. I told P, yo, let's go with Jay, bro. He like, yo, bro, I don't know. I ain't seen him in a minute, bro. I don't even know where he's at. I said, he right there. He said, give him a minute. He gonna come over here. So we wait. He finally comes up to us. And as he's walking up to us, he's like walking up to us like this. And he finally like turns so I can see his full face. And he got a crazy cookie right here. Like I'm talking about black and blue, crazy joint. Like he just had a boxing fight or a bare knuckle joint. And it was just like, I was like, yo, what happened, bro? Like, I was instantly like, yo, what happened, bro? I was tight. Mind you, I only had like 40 days left on my bid. I'm like, what's good with you, bro? You all right? What happened? He's like, yeah, bro, I just got into a little situation. I'm good, though. But, yo, y'all got, anybody, yo, can I borrow $15 commissary off you? I'll give it back to you on commissary day. I'm like, you need to borrow $15 worth of commissary from me, bro? What happened to you? So at that point, I'm like, what happened to your commissary, bro? He like, oh, I ate it all, bro. I just need something to hold me down to the next commissary. So I gave him it. I gave him the 15. But when I walked in there and I gave him his cell, it was a couple people in his cell that I didn't know. And I know he didn't know because they don't live in our hood. These guys are from like DC or somewhere. I know for a fact they didn't know him. So when I walked in, they just got up and walked out. And I gave him the stuff, and I'm like, yo, bro, who them people? He like, nah, I wasn't gonna tell you nothing, bro. I don't want you in my palms or nothing, but yeah, they've been running down on me, and they've been trying to extort me. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, bro, they've been running down on me and trying to extort me, and one of them came in my cell, and we had a squabble, and this is what he did to my face. I'm like, what? They ran down on him. So what they was doing was they ran down on him, extorted him. They ran down in his hotel. Sorry, y'all. They ran down in his in his cell, and they told him, listen, bro, you got to pay to live here, and if you tell anybody or you feel me, it's gonna be over for you. I guess they pulled out a you know what and held it to him, and he didn't want no drama. So of course, me finding out this information, now me and P got to handle this. You feel me? So I leave out the cell, I give him the stuff, and I asked him before I gave him the stuff. I said, "Is this for them?" He like, "Yeah." So I was about to take it back. Honestly, I was about to take my stuff back, but I ain't want them to, you know what I'm saying, run down on him and do nothing to him while I wasn't in the cell. So I let him keep it. And sure as day, as soon as I get leave the cell and I walked to go tell P what's going on, they came back in his cell, got the stuff that I gave them, and they left. So I tell P, like, yo, this is crazy. They running down on him. They got him extorted, bro. Like, he from the land. I ain't letting this rock. I know I got 40 days left, but I ain't letting this rock. And P, he agreed with me. He was like, nah, we ain't doing this to Jay. So we go to Jay's cell and we like, yo, bro, we got your back, but we need you. It's like 5 of them. It's 3 of us. We need you, bro. So, you feel me? We here. We all going out. We all rocking out for you. So I go up to them dudes. We walk up to the cell after lunch. Lunch happened. I'm talking about them. I'm telling them because we had to talk Jay into it because he really didn't want no problems. I think he had like 90 days as well as me. So he was gonna be out too. He didn't want no problems. He didn't want to extend his stay or nothing. So we talked him into this. We like, yo, I'm approaching them. I'm getting my stuff back, and I'm getting your stuff back, and I'm telling them, and we gonna end this. They not doing this no more, bro. We not rocking like this. So after lunch, I woke up to their cell, and sure enough, all 5 of them is in the cell. Like they knew what was about to happen. And I get in the cell. I knock on their door. They're like, yo. I'm like, yo, it's Drift. They open the door. I'm like, yo, I can't. They see the dude. They see Jay. They see me, Jay, and P. They're like, oh, they already knew what time it was. So I get in the cell and I'm like, yo, this is my homie. This is my homie Jay. This is my homie P. And my homie Jay said, y'all running down on him, extorting him, trying to get him to pay for his stay here. We ain't doing none of that. None of that. He asked me for a loan, and I gave it to him off the strength. But that's my homie. I ain't know he was paying y'all off. So I'm gonna need whatever he owed y'all. I'm gonna need that back. Cause that was mine for him. I get that to him. I ain't get that to y'all. So they're like, well, your homie got to pay to stay here, man. Cause he should. When we ran down on him, that should have been his response. But that's your response, man. If that was his response, we would have got it popping, and that would have been the end of it. But he ain't. That wasn't his response. So I'm like, well, this is our response, bro. And I saw the bag that my stuff was in, And I went to go reach for the bag, and I grabbed the bag. And I said, this is my stuff right here. I'm taking my stuff back. This is my homie Jay. This is his homie P. We not rocking with none of that. However y'all want this to play out, it could play out like however. I got 40 days left. I'm trying to get up out of here, but I'm willing to risk whatever time I got to risk for my homie Jay. We ain't going down like that. And they respected it. They respected it. They had their looks on their face. They didn't look like they was gonna respect it, but they respected it. They respected the fact that it was 3 of us, 5 of them, and I walked in there and I'm defending my homie. But it could have went left. They could have smashed on us. Yeah, we would have put up a good fight, but they could have smashed on us. They could have poked us up, all that. They could have did us dirty in that cell. And I would have never been in that predicament. I would have been in my cell, eating, on the phone. Still, I'd have been chilling still if my homies didn't come to that, didn't get locked up with me. You feel me? Didn't come to my jail. If I wasn't bothered with nobody, I'd have been still fine. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. If you ever find yourself in the county jail, which I hope you don't, man, just do the right thing. Just stay on the right path, do the right thing. Don't wind up in there. But if you ever do, try yourself. Try your hardest to be by yourself. Stand on your own 10. Stand on morals and principles, but be on your own too. Because other people's friendships lead to other people's problems. You feel me? And other people might not rock out the way you gonna rock out for your respect. So yeah, that was my story, y'all. It's your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast. If you mess with that, my stories, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then catch my drift, and I'll catch y'all on the next drift. But it's your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast, and I'm back with another video for y'all. First, I gotta thank everybody for hitting that like button, everybody that hitting that subscribe button, and everybody that's hitting that comment button. I do comment back. We can have a whole conversation in my comments. But listen, I've been looking at the numbers. You're not really hitting that subscribe button like y'all should be. So can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all hit that subscribe button right now? I got a fire story for y'all today. You heard? Today I'm gonna talk about the time where I got paid to help somebody cut somebody, but I didn't really want to because I was in there minding my business. I was in the county jail minding my business, bro. Like, I literally was like a fly on the wall, bro. Like, I was minding my business. All right? So, visitation in this county jail was every Wednesday and every Thursday. And this one dude in there, his name was Phil. He was getting the move. Every Thursday, he was getting in some whatever you could think of. Whatever drug you could think of, he was getting it in every Thursday. His girl was bringing it, and he had a whole little situation, a whole setup. I think even one of the COs was in on it. He was getting it in every Thursday, you heard? So, that was Phil, all right? So, another dude in there, his name was Snazzy. He also was getting it in, but not as much as Phil. He wasn't making as much paper in there as Phil, and he was hating on Phil, I ain't gonna lie. And Phil's girl was bad. So, Snazzy always, like, had an eye for Phil's girl type stuff, too. So, every Thursday, Phil would, you know what I'm saying, his girl would come, he'll go to visitation. And certain Thursdays, Snazzy's girl would come up there, or Snazzy's brother would come up there, and they would chop it up too. So at this, I'm an orderly in this county. An orderly is somebody who just comes and cleans the common areas and got a little more access around the prison than the average inmate. You feel me? That's all. Nobody special. But yeah, I was an orderly, so I was always had to clean the visitation before the people came, after the people came, and sometimes during the visitation, I would like have to sweep up and do a whole bunch of little stuff. So one day I seen Snazzy pushing up on Phil's girl while Phil was in the bathroom retrieving what Phil's girl put in the bathroom. And I seen Snazzy push up on Phil's girl, like it looked like he was telling her like, yo, you shouldn't be here doing this. If you was my girl, I wouldn't have you out here doing this, bringing in no drugs and stuff into no jail to me. I would have you at a sitting up, you know what I'm saying? And it looked like she wasn't going for nothing. So that's what it looked like. So the day go by, we get back to the cells. I get a knock on my door. Ta, ta, ta. The door open. It's Phil. He like, yo, bro, let me come in. Let me chop it up with you real quick. He like, yo, I got a proposition for you. I'm like, well, proposition for me? What you talking? What happened? He like, yeah, bro. My girl told me before we left the visitation that Snazzy had approached her on some messy stuff, talking about if she was his girl, he wouldn't have her in here doing this stuff and the whole type of stuff, pushing up on her basically. I was like, word? I said, damn. He was like, yeah, you ain't seen that? You was in there today. You ain't seen that? I said, nah, I ain't seen nothing like that. That's crazy though. What? He's like, yeah, bro. So I was gonna ask you. I said, what that got to do with the proposition? What happened with proposition? He like, yo, I know you're orderly, so I know you got access to the visitation area early before we get there, before anybody get there. And he opened his hand. He said, I'd like you to tape this under the table for me. At that the middle table, tape this under the middle table for me. That's all, and I'll give you $1,500. Now y'all probably looking like, oh, that's easy. What he had right here was the sharpest blade I ever seen in the county jail. He wanted me to tape the sharpest blade ever under his table at the visitation before he got there. So I'm looking like, bro, I could get in some serious trouble for that, bro. Like, what you want me to do that for anyway, bro? He's like, really, it's probably best if you don't know why, but if you really want me to tell you, I'm gonna tell you. I was like, damn, yeah, why, bro? He's like, yeah, bro, Snazzy's gonna be there next week, and I'm not going for no disrespect, bro. He told my girl, he whispered something in my girl's ear. My girl told me, I already told my girl I'm gonna do this. I want her to see what I'm gonna do about her. You feel me? So I need you to do this. If you're not gonna do it, it's all good. I'll get somebody else to do it. And I'm thinking, I'm like, $1,500? I'm getting out in a couple weeks. Shoot, I could use that $1,500. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think he's gonna do it anyway. So if I tape it under the thing and I get the $1,500 and he don't do it, I'm still got $1,500. I didn't think he was gonna do nothing. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that for you for sure. So I take the blade, put the blade in my hand, I take it. I wait 2-3 days, visitation. The day of visitation come, I go in there like regular scheduled program. I go clean everything. I go in there with a piece of tape. I tape the thing under the table. Tape it under there, and I go about my day. And this certain told me to stay around, but I was like, nah, you know what? This visitation, I'm gonna go back to my cell after I do my job. I ain't even gonna wait around and do the extra cleaning stuff and everything. I'm gonna go to my cell. So I get to my cell after I tape the thing, and I already got paid. I'm sorry, I forgot that. So I told him after I agreed, he paid me. Then I taped the thing. All right, so now we can fast forward back to the story. So I go back to my cell now. I tape the thing. I'm going back to my cell. I'm in my cell happy, counting the money, everything. Like, yo, that just came up. I just came up. And then I hear on walkie-talkies and everything, code red, everybody to visitation, code red, visitation. I see all the cops running towards the visitation area, like tons of cops running towards the visitation area, like a stampede of cops running towards it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So we locked down, we locked in. So I'm locked in and everything, and they got people going back to their cells, inmates getting back to their cells so they can lock in. And I hear one of them say, yeah, yo, Phil just cut Snazzy from ear to ear, bro. His face was like hanging off. Like his face was hanging off the bone on his whole face. I'm like, what you mean? He said, yeah. So what had happened was, when Snazzy wasn't looking, Phil got up, got the thing taped from under the table, stood up behind Phil. Phil stood up behind Snazzy, held his chin like this, and started here and went all the way around. They said when Snazzy got up, he didn't even know what was going on. He didn't even know he was cut until he just went like this, and everybody was screaming and like, yo, your face is hanging. They said his face was like flapping. It was like flapping like that, like a gill, like he had gills, like a fish gill. And I felt so bad, bro. I'm like, wow, he really did it. Like, I really could be in some serious trouble though. But nothing ever happened to me. Nothing ever came back to me. Phil, I never seen Phil again. He got taken off the compound. I never seen him again. Snazzy got taken off too. They say he got like 200 or something stitches in his face. And jail is a treacherous place. Treacherous place, bro. I'm not glorifying anything I said. I'm just telling y'all the stories as I remember them in my head. Because, you know what I'm saying? I got to get them out some way. And I figured I could entertain y'all with them. You know what I'm saying? As I get them out. It's like therapy for me. So, if y'all like that story, and it entertained y'all, hit that subscribe button. This your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next Drift. What's good, everybody? This your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast, and I'm back with another video for y'all. I got to thank all my supporters, everybody that leave a like, everybody that hits me with the comments. We can have a whole conversation in my comment section, and everybody that hit that subscribe button. That's major. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for your boy. You heard? Today's story, I'm getting right into it. I'm gonna tell you about the time when I was in the county jail. It was my first week, and how three dudes jumped me and robbed me for my commissary bag, and how I got my get back. All right, so boom, I'm gonna take y'all right to that day. So it's my first week. I'm starving. I ain't eating like 6 days because this county jail food is disgusting. And I'm waiting for my money to hit my commissary so I can start ordering. So commissary day comes and I go to check my account and see if it hit, and it hit. I'm hyped. I got like $900 in my commissary. I'm hyped. I'm like, yes, about time. So I go to commissary, I go to order. I ordered a mother load. You heard? The max. I think the max was like $1.50 at the time. I maxed my joint out, $1.50. So $1.50 was in the items that's like 80 cents to $1. You can imagine how heavy my bag was. So I maxed out, and I was so green. Nobody told me, yo, bro, you might not want to just go crazy your first time, because then all eyes gonna be on you when you walking with that big bag. Everybody that's starving, they gonna know you got it, and that's when the uckery starts. So nobody was here to tell me that, you heard? So I'm going crazy. Let me get 5 bags, 20 of them chips, 50 soups. Let me get 20 sodas. Let me get, I'm ODing, you heard? I'm ODing. I ordered a TV. I'm ODing. So yeah, boom. So I get the commissary and I'm walking back to my cell with big heavy bag, big duffel heavy bag. So like I said, all eyes was on me, but I ain't even know. So I get to my cell and I'm putting all my stuff away, and I'm about to make this big, stupid spread for myself. And all of a sudden, I give it 30 minutes after commissary is done. I get the knock on my cell. And I'm like, who is it? And the dude told me who he is, and I know him. So they knew I ain't really rock with nobody in the county. I was really to myself. I ain't really have no friends, but there was a few people in there I knew from my neighborhood that if they knocked on my door, I would open and speak to. So they said the dude's name that I knew. So I opened the door for son. When I opened the door for him, 3 dudes start storming there. Storming there, immediately starts punching me, grabbing me, punching me in my ribs, elbowing me. I get on the floor, I'm like this, because I ain't even know what's going on. They stomping on me. And all I hear is just, like, they just going in my bag, they just going in my commissary. They taking all my commissary. But I'm seeing all of them, I see all their faces, and they just wilding on me, stepping on me, stomping on me, punching me in my ribs. I'm just glad that nobody used no, you know what, on me. So I'm in the cell, beat up. Just beat up, bruised, bloody. I'm in the cell hurt. And I'm like, you know what? I deserve that. I was green, I didn't know. But the get back is gonna be insane. So I go hit my homie that I knew. I told him what happened and how they used his name. Make sure he wasn't in on it. He wasn't in on it. So I asked him, I said, yo, bro, I need a thing. I need a thing. You know where I could get one from? He's like, yeah, I got one. So my man give me one. He give me a thing. So I go back to my cell, and I go to think about what I'm gonna do. I got this thing on me, and I'm like, what I'm gonna do? So I'm just sitting in there, and then they call for rec. Rec is when they let you out in the yard and you just go play. Well, go play. Yeah, you go play basketball. You go really go do a lot of. That's where all the uckery happens at, on the yard. Everything happens on the yard. So I go to the yard, I bring the thing with me, I get on the yard with it, and I'm playing it real low key, and I see one of the dudes that was in on it, that stomped me out and all that, and I approached him, and I got him from behind, and I 3 times in his back. And of course, he immediately started running. They called the code, and everybody, the turtles came. Everybody, get down! And I threw the thing, and I laid down, and they, of course, dude told on me, and I went straight to the hole. But ever since that happened, when I got out the hole, they put me right back on where I was at. I ain't have no more problems. See, sometimes it takes. You gotta use violence. You know what I'm saying? I try not to use violence at all anymore, but sometimes violence is the key. I know they say violence isn't the key. In some situations, violence is the key. And in jail, definitely violence is gonna be the key, because had I just let them do that to me, and never retaliated, I could never buy commissary again. Anytime they see me buy commissary, whether it's a big bag or a little bag, anything, they gonna take it. Because they know they took it last time and I ain't do nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not glorifying this story. I'm just letting y'all know what it was. Just try to do the right thing, stay out of jail, man. It's not a place, it's trash. Jail is trash, bro. For real. So that's my story, man. This is your boy Drifty. This Catch My Drift podcast. I'm gonna catch you on the next drift.